And we are live with Nick Black in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Pew.
That's it? One little pew? Come on.
Well, it was, you got to one. It was 5, 4, 3, 2, pew.
Pew. One. It should have been a more manly pew than that, though. I mean, come on, give me some credit. A little
It's
bit.
a pew.
Jeez.
It's already emasculated. It's not like, pow.
Whatever, dude. The pews already win wars. You'll see. It's those little pews that are sneaky.
We've already, suffocated any masculinity that the POW sound would have had with like a pew. You know what else is pew? Jesus.
What?
The markets. Well, welcome to American Institute for Crypto Investors live, not dead. We're alive. Are you alive today, Brandon? Are you alive?
Today. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a quick market update. I'll spoiler alert. It's investable because things are down, which is good because this is what you want. I've been trying to impress this upon people. You don't want everything green. If everything's green, you're losing opportunity with every moment. We don't want that, man. We want opportunity. And the only way we get cool opportunities is when the markets are flat, sideways, down, quiet, silent, depressing. If everything's going up, you're like, yeah, I'm making money. No, you're not. You're making money on a little bit of your money. And then you're going to look back, be all sad. Oh, I wish I had done this. Brandon, tell me some things you wish you did.
I mean,
in crypto,
along those lines, you need to focus on smart buys, not smart sells. You never focus on the sell. You focus on getting in the right asset at the right time. That's way more important than selling, for sure. Things I wish I would have done on crypto, invested earlier, obviously.
Well, when buying a house, it's, especially real estate, just in general, it's buying right.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
When you buy a car, like especially like in the exotics, it's how you buy. It's the price of the car. It's when you buy it. It's not the rate. It's not people get hung up on the wrong things. This is when you're building your portfolio, because this is the area where your portfolio will pay you many, many, many multiples looking, 18 to 36 months out. So when you see sub 20K Bitcoin based on nothing, because this morning, Bitcoin was about an hour and a half ago, it was 20,500, and then it just dropped. It dropped because a couple of tweets, because someone said, Brandon, what was it? A wallet moved. Somebody moved from a dormant wallet to some exchange, some tokens.
Yeah, like some 10,000 Bitcoin that had been dormant since 2013 got moved around. Not even sold, just moved around. So people are fearful that 10,000 Bitcoin will be dumped on the market.
Here, I'm going to throw you some Bitcoin. Here, we moved it. Did you get it?
Dump it. Dump it all.
Sell everything. This used to be the dummy play. Dudes would short Bitcoin and then move Bitcoin. Just move it to an exchange to scare idiots into selling. They'd be like, oh my God, selling's coming. But no selling has happened. It doesn't matter. It's coming. Are there 3 people trading crypto? This is the other problem. It's not a problem. It's good. Lets you know you're early. This is an extremely illiquid market. Illiquid assets on illiquid exchanges traded by sketchy individuals. I want people to write that in the chat. That way you got something out of it. Illiquid assets on illiquid exchanges traded by sketchy individuals. You need to understand this, because when you're looking at this market, you see these vacillations in price literally having nothing to do with anything, a couple of tweets, then you realize we are still really, really early. For those of you that feel like you should have been in earlier, you should have done this, you should have done that, everybody here just got into a time machine and got to go back more than a year. Let's look at prices for a minute. We're going to talk about the ETH merge, wrapping Ethereum. We're going to talk about Coinbase rewards, Q&A, all that kind of stuff. But just look at the yearly chart. Just come over here. Look at this area right here, this beautiful column. You all got into a time machine and you went back and you can buy Bitcoin at a 60% discount. You can buy Ethereum at a 52% discount. You can buy Cardano at an 84% discount. Polkadot at a 72% discount. Although we'll see if that turns out to be a discount or just another arrogant slap in the face by Dr. Gavin just laughing at all of us while those 6 dudes that program that code over at DOT just get high. Shiba, you're still getting screwed. Why? Because dummies are still dumb. Matic, 41.5, almost a 42% discount. Avalanche, if you want it, it's at a discount. I don't know. Brandon, has Avalanche ever been exciting to you?
Never touched my radar yet. No. Not something I'm interested
in. It was a
in.
VC. So here's the difference between here's the difference between Avalanche and Stellana. Avalanche doesn't break as much. And now there are some problems with the insider tokens. The distribution's a little wonky, but it doesn't seem criminal. It's a VC play, pure and simple. It's a pump play, pure and simple. It's just not all that exciting, and they have had a network meltdown. Now, they're not thieves. They're just, it's borderline icky, but not. They're not criminals as far as I know. They're just kind of creepy VC scumbags. And do not ever assume that because a VC says something, they know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. Novogratz is a VC. He's a cool dude. He's got badass glasses. Have you seen those glasses he's got? And those suits he wears? And he acts like Tony Stark.
Right now. I'm going to check it out.
Mike Novogratz, a very nice dude. He's not Tony Stark. There's only one Tony Stark. All right? And hopefully we'll get to see him in some kind of metaverse, sequel. But the reality is a lot of these gurus, they're not gurus. They go on to the talking circuit, to CNBC and everything else, and they talk their book. And they convince you that they know what's going on. And then they get tattoos on their arm of Luna.
Does he have a Luna tattoo? I just found that picture. He has a Luna tattoo on his arm.
He was telling everyone that would listen, buy Luna, buy Luna. Same with Raoul Pal. Oh, but Raoul's got an accent. If he's got an accent, he can't be lying. He's got to be telling the truth. I mean, my God, man, why would you tell people ridiculousness and also have an accent? It doesn't make any bloody sense. Man, do not fall under the Pied Piper spell of these people. A lot of these people are complete morons. Well, you know what's interesting? The Novogratz situation, he's a Galaxy Digital guy. And there's some good people over at Galaxy Digital, so I'm not besmirching them. But let me just tell you this. Their main investments were big fat loans to Three Arrows Capital, which are those guys are just straight thieves, running what looks tantamount to a Ponzi scheme, and a huge investment in Luna. And you'd say, wait, wait, that wasn't all. He also had a massive investment in EOS. Anybody heard of EOS? Got any EOS in your portfolio, Brandon?
Don't have any.
You even know what it is?
Nope.
It was going to be the next Ethereum. Only the minute they rolled out their delegated proof of stake, the whole thing was a scam. You were like, wait a minute. There's like 25 block producers and 19 of them are like the same dude just running different. The whole thing was a scam. All the people involved were scammy. And so Novogratz is probably an okay guy. But if you're involved in every single scam in crypto and you're a big advocate for those scams, at some point, maybe you stop pointing at everyone else and you look in the mirror and you say, hey, me sucks. Me should get out of money. Hey, Brandon, you know how you got into crypto?
Your brother. was
No,
mining Bitcoin. I'm
no,
guessing.
not me. He,
Oh,
Novogratz.
how he got into crypto. Oh, you
Yeah.
called him. You said, "Hey, what's up?
No,
Let's get into crypto."
he was a traditional money manager. He got fired from his own fund that he started
Oh. He
for
stepped down.
evaporating hundreds of millions of dollars. But you know what happens when you manage a lot of money in traditional markets? You just hang out for like a year, you go on the talk circuit, and then you just go into another market and people think you're a god. So he just showed up in crypto. Woo woo, Novogratz, but Goldman Sachs, woo woo. And you know what he did? He took on a bunch of investor money and he lost hundreds of millions of dollars just this quarter. And last quarter, hundreds of millions of dollars. I think it's like 500s of millions of dollars. And then he tells people, "No, I didn't lose any money. I didn't lose it. We knew when to sell." Oh, wait. You sold Luna before the collapse? When? Between getting your tattoo and telling everyone you were lunatic? And listen, I don't think he's dirty. I think he's not good. And it's okay. But sometimes idiots do more damage than criminals. You know, what's the saying? Never ascribe malice when a more simple answer is stupidity. So maybe he's just dumb. But dumb is dangerous, bro. Like, I'm not so sure dumb is better. You might be able to forgive it, but your money's gone either way. So just be very careful who you guys bank on. And that's the problem and so in crypto, more than these other spaces, you have a few of these kind of talking head kind of weirdos that create these weird kind of, like Max Kaiser, who wears these white leather suits. No one does that. No one should ever do that. Brandon, do you have a white leather suit?
I'm getting fitted for one this Friday. So what do you have to say about
Do you have a leather anything clothing?
I'm kidding.
Anything. Anything.
Leather. It's just pleather. That's it.
He's got a white leather suit and he goes to these conferences and he just screams, "I'm not selling. I'm not selling." You're like, "Oh, ooh, gross." First of all, you're 700. You're older than Methuselah. Don't wear a leather suit. I can only imagine what's going on between your skin and that leather suit. Blech, vomit. I'm not taking your advice. Maybe your life extension advice, because you're clearly like 5 centuries past your expiration date. But like, bleh, be careful the people that you listen to. And this is why in the heavyweights, especially, we start at the very beginning where we really focus on the foundation of thinking and decision-making and information, your inputs, right? Because your inputs determine your outputs. If your inputs are garbage, your output is garbage. If you walk with lames, you pull up a limp. If you look around you and everyone else in the room is dumber than you, you're in the wrong room, right? You go to another room. And so just be very careful about how much time you have in the day to absorb information, and that those streams of information are beneficial, which is probably why, like, you're here instead of watching CNBC right now, where they're just filling your head full of everlasting gobstoppers of stupid. Anyway, you remember those everlasting, like the candy that it lasts forever?
Dude, I love those things. The chewy gobstoppers, the regular well, not the regular ones, just the chewy ones.
Not the chewy ones. Gross.
Loved them. No, you're wrong.
No, the hard ones that break your teeth.
No, that's why
they're like everlasting, because the minute your parents figure that out, they're like, "You spit that out now." Like, no, spit it out now. You never get to finish it because it takes teeth with you every time. It takes 3 teeth every time. Anyway, God, sorry about that. Let us know in the chat if you've ever had what is it? It's an everlasting gobstopper. That was it, right?
Willy Wonka everlasting gobstoppers. Yeah, they were.
I wanted to win that thing so bad. I was always like, and I liked the Hershey bars because it had like foil, and I was like, oh man, it's not gold, but it's silver. But then the almond ones had gold, and you felt like you won something. You didn't, but you felt like you did. Anyway, So we're not going to talk much about markets. We don't need to. We are going to talk about the Ethereum merge because there's a lot of people that don't quite understand. I want you guys to know so that you don't sound like some of these dummies. I want you to know what's going on with the merge and like what that exactly is, because we at least are not going to be silly. So the Ethereum merge is big in a sense, in that it is a big moment for Ethereum. It's one of many steps, right? So that's interesting. Is it the end all be all? No, but it's the beginning of 5 steps, 5 very, very important steps. So real quick, everybody here understands the difference between proof of work and proof of stake. Yes? I'm going to assume no. And let's just go through it real quick. Proof of work is a decentralized consensus mechanism, meaning it's a way for us to agree on something. Just think about consensus as agreement. A decentralized agreement mechanism that requires members of a big network to expend effort solving arbitrary mathematical puzzles in order to prevent users from gaming the system. They say gaming, we're all gaming the system because it's game theory. But anyway, this method requires a lot of electricity because we all have these little boxes and we plug them in, and those boxes are doing a lot of computations. But it's mostly wasteful work, right? So that's proof of work. You prove that you've done this work, and if you did the work in the right way, you get a piece of the earnings. You're contributing to the work required to validate transactions on this network. All of crypto is basically 3 steps. Consensus, propagation, validation. I'll make it even simpler. Agreement, send the transaction, validate the transaction. Agree, send, validate. There it is. You have a PhD in crypto. Proof of work, a bunch of boxes all going, right? That's the agreement mechanism. Proof of stake requires a lot less electricity. Why? It's a agreement mechanism, consensus mechanism that requires blockchain networks to employ validators. Think of these as elected representatives who stake their crypto assets in exchange for the chance to validate new transactions on the blockchain. Basically, the more honest these representatives are, the more likely they are to be able to validate a certain block or number of blocks within a time period. An initial winner is selected to validate a new block, and other validators can attest to their accuracy. Once a certain validation threshold is met, the network creates a new block on the blockchain, and all of the participating validators earn an award in that native asset on that network. This method requires much, much, much less computational energy. It's much faster, much more efficient, and you don't have the energy consumption gossip problem, right? Like a proof of work network like Bitcoin consumes the energy of like a small country every year. Proof of stake consumes the energy of like a house in Maine, right? We're talking a few thousand validators versus hundreds of millions of computers going, right? So proof of stake was created as an alternative to proof of work. In short, proof of work, the concept relies heavily on computational effort and support, while proof of stake lowers the amount of computational work needed to verify blocks, since validators are randomly selected within the proof of stake network, and there's many less stakers than, many less stake pool validators than there are these little robot, miners. So it's much more eco-friendly, which is good. And it uses a lot less electricity, a lot less. So for many reasons, proof of stake is a better and potentially more secure iteration. Now, there's always trade-offs, right? So to not get too deep into that, just understand that there's no one perfect system. You're always kind of managing the ability to scale, throughput, transaction finality, permanence in these transactions, right? Termination is what they call it. When does the transaction terminate? When is it for real, right? So managing the state of these networks, not so easy. So in some ways, proof of work is cool because it would be prohibitively expensive to cheat the system, to game the system. But in other ways, you're burning tons and tons of redundant work and electricity for that security. So there's trade-offs. The Ethereum merge in particular, so you have Ethereum, which is right now proof of work, the old idea, tons of mining rigs, okay? The Ethereum merge is the point at which the network plans to move from proof of work and transition to proof of stake. And this is the first step. And it sounds like a simple task, but it is not a simple task because this isn't something in a test environment. This is something that's active now with billions of dollars locked up in different states and stages and places on this network. So it's not so easy. It's not just a switch you can flip. So these are very dangerous, tricky, iterative upgrades. Developers are dubbing the new network Ethereum 2.0. The transition is reminiscent of the upgrade from Web 1 to kind of, which was like the early public internet, to Web 2, the broadband streaming, social networking kind of internet. As Ethereum developers were aware of these kind of the limitations of proof of work, you can see that when Ethereum, they had the kind of shakeup. Vitalik stayed, Charles Hoskinson left, Gavin Wood left. Gavin started Polkadot, Charles started Cardano. They are both proof of stake. They realized they weren't, I think they figured out we can't get there from here. We'll see. But that was kind of, that's the old DNA, right? Well, Cardano, Flow, many, Cosmos, many of these new chains are these protocol layers, layer ones, infrastructure that we love. They are proof of stake because it looks like, at least right now, proof of stake has many benefits over proof of work. Okay, great. So they have been running on the Beacon chain a proof of stake version of Ethereum. Okay. And so it's been running in parallel, and the Beacon chain kicks off the merge. So basically they're going to transition to the Beacon chain. Does that make sense? So, what this means for investors, well, there's a whole lot there, but the merge is one of 5 steps that Ethereum will take to transition over into Ethereum 2. My advice on staking, do not stake Ethereum right now, because if you stake it, it's stuck and you're waiting until ETH 2, until we get there. And it could be years. Yes, there's these iterative steps. Yeah, they're big moments. Wow. But we ain't there yet. So just be very careful. Okay. Brandon, did you have any questions?
We have a couple of questions, actually.
Well, wait. Should we say when the merge is? It's tentatively.
It's in 2 weeks, like, man.
Sometime on the 15th. Yep. Yeah.
It's soon. It's very soon.
And why everyone should care is just because it's a very tradable event. No matter what happens, it could be a complete nothing burger. Technologically, it's a nothing burger. It means nothing in the same way that the Fed means nothing. Doesn't matter though. This is a beauty contest, and it's not who's prettiest. It's who the crowd votes for, and we're trying to front run that vote.
Yeah, it's not that it means nothing either. It's just like you said, it's a tradable event, which means like people are going to be covering this, bringing tons of eyeballs to Ethereum. If it's successful, that's good eyeballs. Even if it's not successful, it's still going to be marketed like crazy. People are going to look and go ask questions and stuff. More people are going to see crypto just because of this event alone. But yeah, we got a couple of questions here. The first one is from Bird. What do you know about wrapping Ethereum 2 on Coinbase? Did it yesterday, but still can't do anything with it.
You know what the word is, Brandon?
What's the word?
The bird is the word.
Bird, yeah. Bird's the word.
What do I think about wrapping Ethereum 2? I've tried to make this clear. Don't stake Ethereum. Don't wrap it. Nothing. Wait. This one, we have a whole game plan set up for it, which, like in the heavyweights, I think pretty much all next week, all we're talking about is the game plan for the merge. Like, how do you trade it? How do you protect yourself? How do you ensure, like, all of this? We'll cover that. But what would I be? I would be doing nothing right now this second. I would just be making, I think it's fair to have some Ethereum. I think you could even buy at these levels. because I still think we're going to get a pump of enthusiasm. All right, what else we got?
Dub merge. We're gonna call it duh merge from now. Dub merge.
Dub merge.
All right. Dub merge. All right, Kathy from Coinbase, give me some rewards last week on Ethereum 2, and I converted from ETH quite a while ago. Was this part of the first of 5 merge? Is that question?
No. So it's like merge, purge, splurge, surge, gurge. Like there's the merge is the first of these 5 things that have urge on them. I think it's merge, verge, purge, surge, splurge, or surge, purge, splurge. It sounds it's as ridiculous as it sounds, and that's like a 2 or 3 year transition. This is not happening tomorrow. Yeah, maybe it should be scourge, but anyway. Yeah, so no, this was not part 1. This was Coinbase giving you a proxy token, which may make it easier for them to handle the fact that there will be a forked version of the token. If you get a forked Ethereum, or if you get a second Ethereum proof of work token, my advice is to listen to Digital Heavyweights, and I'll tell you what to do with it. Next question.
Next question. How soon after the merge should we plan to exit? Already created.
It's not a simple question. I don't think you ever need to exit. I don't think you need to exit Ethereum ever. It's an asset that you hold. It's a core asset. But it's the way that you play the merge that's pretty important. And Brandon, you know how to do that?
Just buy and hold. I'm not sure that the merge is fully priced in, honestly. I honestly don't think so. I don't think that we've seen that yet. So like you said, still time to invest in Ethereum.
There's still time. Yeah, there's still time.
Yeah.
We're putting together a plan for it, and we will start talking about that next week. But yeah. Yep. See you in the heavyweights, bros.
See you in the heavyweights. Let's go with...
Let me just say real quick. We're going to live tomorrow. Remember, we do a lot of portfolio insights, real-time options ideas. I give you my options picks each day, client level type portfolio management. Everybody in the chat and Discord get links to the live streams. And now, we're doing those back on Monday morning, which is kind of fun. And yeah, if you want to join us, join us. If you don't, good luck. Good luck with that.
Good luck with the merge. So join Digital Heavyweights.
What is it? What do the Bitcoin people say? Here. Have fun being poor. Have fun being poor. No one has fun being poor.
Buddy, literally nobody.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
That's it. That's a show.
Thank you for joining us today, Digital Heavyweight members. I'll see you tomorrow at 11, and everyone else. We'll be back on Thursday. Same bat time, same bat? I don't understand. There's no Batman. We didn't know what. There's like 5 Batmans now.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, that's it.
The only Batman that's not Batman is Keaton, because they canceled the Batgirl thing. And oh God, what a headache. Anyway, stay in school. Don't do drugs. Don't do anything my poor insolvent drunk strung out on meth or Brandon or Batman wouldn't do, which ain't much. Yippee! Yippee!